Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, I don't even remember, but I do know that we have some horrific debt problems. So we have taken out, like 5 grand's worth of loans. So this episode, we are going to go to war, which might sound kind of counterintuitive. I guess take out another loan, why not? But we're going to go to war so we can get some money. Hopefully some land as well, preferably, but primarily, we're going to go try and get some money, because we are hemorrhaging cash, even with not exactly the biggest army we could possibly have. So we could have another 11,000 troops if we were so inclined, but I don't think we could physically finance doing so. So I did look before this recording started. We're going to attack the Mamluks because they both have a lot of money, and they should be pretty easy to take on. They have 4 allies. None of them are very big. One of them's right on our doorstep, so that's gonna be nice and easy. We don't want to recruit Austria into this because then they'll want a percentage of whatever we earn. We don't want that. We want to take it all for ourselves. So we can get a diplomat available immediately. Declare war, and we'll take this stack and bop Ak Koyunlu. How many troops do you have? 48k. So I'm going to need, in fact, take you over. You two can come over together. And then the other nations that allied with are just non-issues. They're just that small. There is one of your stacks. Where are you going? To Sina? We'll see if we can catch them. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Where are they going now? Al-Quds. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series, by the way. If you have, please do let me know. Normally there's kind of a Christmas, December time bounce back when it comes to video viewerships, but I haven't seen it. So every little helps, so I do appreciate it. We are also behind on tech. So our army is not going to fight particularly well, so we have to do this through numbers. And even this is not going to be a super easy walk in the park, as we can see. You are taking forever and a day to get over here. 30k stack, which you should probably go to their capital for. Where do we think they're going to flee to? I'm not sure, so let's just start sieging. And you can sit next door. If we do have to invite Austria in, we're going to do it later so that we are accumulating more war score. That's the goal here. You're gonna come in and attack us? Interesting. We are lower on morale, but yeah, that -2, we're getting shredded like Swiss cheese. That's fair. Let's all just bravely run away for a second then. How much war score did we get? We are 104 war score is what we have. So yes, we don't want to invite Austria in yet. Because again, we want more of the money. We have so much manpower, recruiting back is not our biggest issue. France declared war on Benin. Cool. The one province of Karasi is occupied by us, which is something else I didn't want the AI to run into and disrupt. How many troops have we got here total? About 30. We can probably invite Austria in now. There are 44 favours with us, so we have plenty. Call you in. Let's see if we can bop a small stack. Because yeah, they're probably not going to have any backup here. A little bit of extra war score because you can see now Austrian troops coming in. They're much better than ours. We're miles behind at the moment. Wow, are we really going to not defeat this before they catch us? Wow, our troops suck. Okay, run away. Let Austria handle it, I guess. No, I need Diplo power. So the reason why our troops suck so bad, by the way, is we are behind on tech versus literally everybody around us because of how much expansion we've been doing. Couple that with the fact that we're over on our diplomatic relations, it's just led to this problem. We can get up to level 15 military tech soon, but then we're going to get this unbalanced tech penalty, which will also suck. But we're probably going to end up having to do it regardless. And our general just bit the dust at the same time. Cool. We're going to speed 4 because all of our troops are just bravely running away, so there's not much for them to do. Okay. We did integrate Cyprus. Cool. A whole 3,000 troops, which I'm honestly just going to disband. And we have 7 trade ships. That's fine. We have 1 war galley. Who, I mean, can just hide for now. That's also okay. I'm just going to combine you guys into 1 stack, so I don't have to get to the general. And let's just wander over to somewhere with some decent supply limit. It's very rude that they're occupying all this, but it'll still be fine. It'd just be nice if the Austrian troops did, you know, anything. That's a... maybe we should split them again. If anything, this gave us an opportunity to make our stacks even. I don't want to use our king. I'll delay getting our next level of military tech to get a general. And we have 2 free diplomats, so I might as well do 1 with allies and leave the other 1 available at all times. If you guys could stop walking together so you can stop attritioning each other, that would be groovy. Might help if you put the leader on. 1, 2, 3, 1's fine. No, don't repay that loan at the moment. Because then we'll just have to take out another one and increase our inflation. Speaking of inflation, let's forgive the usury, and that will make our corruption go down a bit and make our loan slightly less painful. Now, where did the Mamluk troops go? Oh, they're over here. Okay. I guess. They all want to pile over there. That's fine with me. Should be able to siege this then fairly safely. Which is what we were trying to do in the first place. Which we were very rudely interrupted. Very, very rude of them. Is that all loot that made our amount of money go up there? Nice. Yeah, there's some fairly rich provinces in here. If we do take land, we're just going to try and complete some of the states that we have. We're not going to look to take a huge ton, because we don't have enough admin points to core everything. Speaking of which, we should get Verona cored. There we go. So, yeah, we're losing 13 gold a month right now. How much of it is because of loans? More than all of it. That's a lot of money we're spending on interest, even with the discount. But it is what it is. And finally, we have Dulcadir sieged out. So we can piece these guys out. They don't have any territory in a state that we own anything in right now. So I am okay with just saying, give me war reparations, give me all of your money. I'm not even that upset with them being allied to the Mamluks, because if they get broken, they're just going to get eaten by a neighbour. So I'm fine with this. So we got most of that 50 ducats, and we're going to get war reps. Not that we think they're going to be super wealthy. I mean, yeah, 0.1 gold a month. Ooh, slow down with all your spending. But I could really do with us completing this siege more quickly. Do I want to take our Cardinal's advice here? Yeah, I think so. I think that's pretty good. Oh, a nice gift to the state, too. Thank you for the money. It's greatly, greatly needed, so I will take that with great enthusiasm. Nice, Austria is beating up the enemy's stack. And... oh, they've come down to siege the rest of the Mamluk territory down in the Red Sea zone. Sweet. Keep extending loans for now. We'll pay them off afterwards. Do I go for level 50? I mean, it's such a Mercian infantry gives you new units, more tactics, and a lot more morale. It's a massive improvement. But I can't take it quite yet, because if I do, I'm going to have no morale. So I have to wait for these guys. Okay, they're getting bopped. I can take it. Sweet. Yes, it's going to cause more corruption, but... yeah, we'll take Soldati and Soldati. I don't know how to pronounce that, but we'll take them anyway. Yeah, you see, our morale fell off a cliff. That's okay, because the Mamluk army's being bullied by the Austrians. It does mean they're going to get more war enthusiasm. Yeah, not war enthusiasm. Well, they will get war enthusiasm when they win, but they'll get more war contribution. So we're going to have to give them more of the money. But also, they're beating the Mamluks up for me for almost free. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. 55% war score. Oh, that's exactly what I said was going to happen. So big stack is now attacking small stack because it's not being defended by the Mamluks. Sad, but what are you going to do? Russia hates us. We know this. We knew that. I think that was something we knew last episode. That's nothing new. Benin's gone the way of the dodo. This is taking an eternity to siege out. I have 8 cannons and a guy with a siege pit, but yeah, it's just taking forever. There we go. The ABCs always complain, always be complaining, and it'll fix it. 67% war score. Do we even need more than that? So if I take all their money, I get 800 ducats. War reps for sure. That's 35% war score. And we definitely want that province. And then what else is in our states? Okay, there's 3 provinces here, but I bet these are pretty expensive. Yeah, there they are, which makes sense. Let's take something a bit more modest then. Let's take these 2. Homs and Damashq. And honestly, I'm okay with this as a peace treaty because it gives us a ton of money. It doesn't give us a crazy amount of coring required. And it doesn't really annoy anybody else that we haven't already annoyed. So, cool, send demands. Put 1 stack there, 1 stack there, 1 stack here. And that was a very painless war. Now we have to work out... first of all, can we core all this stuff? Nope, we cannot. But can we pay some stuff off? Or I guess we'll do 1 monthly tick. I want to see what the baseline of our numbers is. Okay, well that's not... obviously that's not accurate. And we can't rival the Mamluks anymore, I guess. So we might as well revoke their embargo on the 10th. There you go. Do we not have another valid rival? Well, if you don't do Austria. These 2 aren't really pertinent. Okay, that's fine. 100 power projection's nice, though. That's very good. And we'll have a lot of power projection for a long time, too, because we're getting it from the Ottomans and from the Mamluks. Sweet. Okay, so our base is losing 13 gold a turn. Well, a month, you know what I mean. So, we will probably need... let's first of all check what unrest we have. We have a lot there, but it's at 90% autonomy already, so just bump it to 100. We are going to turn down our army for now and just allow us to try and make some money. Inflation is fine. Our corruption is terrible. So we really have to deal with that. But beyond that, hopefully we can dial back the financial issues just a little bit. There's no financial incentive to pay a loan off early. I'm just trying to see where we are. We're up to speed 4, and we do have to sit on our hands a little bit. The only other thing that I was thinking about doing, and this was before the episode even started, is moving our trade location. Because now we have 73% trade power in the Venice trade node, which is massive. But the problem with this is that the Venetian trade node is actually not worth a huge amount of money. And I had to look at why. And part of the problem is that a load of money is being dragged out of the Vienne trade node to go west, which is not that surprising, all things said and done. But there's not a huge amount of trade value around the Eastern Mediterranean, which is kind of unusual. Most of it would usually be Constantinople, but we're pushing it all. But we don't actually have that much of it in Ragusa. So this is where our trade capital is at the moment, but it's not worth a huge amount of money either. There's a lot of it that's going to Genoa, but we don't really have a way of doing that yet. But look, for comparison's sake, we've got 95 gold in the English Channel, 73 in Lubeck, 48 in Genoa, and we get to compete with 18 or 14. It's why we're not making much money. But nothing around us is really making a lot of money either. Constantinople would make, what, 23 if we weren't pushing it? So it's not really much more than what we already have. So I'm thinking the game plan here is just going to be to try and churn out as much trade power in this area as possible, which we can't do because we have no money. So that's going to be a long-term investment, for sure. At least we're getting papal influence from converting provinces. That's always a nice little bonus. Very helpful. But we have to play the sit on our hands game for a little bit. Price of cocoa's gone up. We're getting some nice hot beverages. Well, Spain is anyway. I'm going to take a sip of my nice cold beverage, my iced coffee. Didn't even know what iced coffee was before I moved to Canada, but I do enjoy it. We have another diplomat to use because the king of, I think, Poland died. You want money from us with how much debt we're in? That's rude. Rude. That's 140, 152 from Poland. So I'm going to ask Poland for some money so I can make up for the money I just gave Milan. And I want to support an heir as soon as I can, which is the 22nd. There we go. Support heir, and then we'll do a royal marriage next turn as well. Or next month. Keep saying turn. Been playing too many turn-based strategy games lately. And haven't had a lot of time for EU4, honestly. There shouldn't be a huge gap in recordings or anything, but Christmas time is busy. There's a lot going on. So I've had a lot of things kind of pre-recorded. Hopefully you've been enjoying the other stuff. But I wanted to make sure we had at least a little bit of EU4 on the go, so there was some variety around Christmas time. Or indeed in general on the channel. I'm not a channel that just does the one thing. There are certain things I like to play more than others. Same with anybody, I assume. But I like to mix it up a bit, otherwise I get bored. Seize some land. Nobody's happy about it, except us, but they can deal with it. Somalia is hunting down pirates. Oh, wow. I guess Ethiopia turned in Somalia. That's a big Somalia. That's a hot tamale. And Kaya Konlu's doing a really good job pretending to be the Ottomans. Like, they are expanding out really well. Am I happy for them? No. But it's still impressive, I guess. You may be noticing that I'm looking at the papacy. We can't attack them right now for many reasons, but if we did attack the Pope, he is pretty easy. And he's going to join a coalition against us regardless. Let's get a claim just in case we want to do that at some point. Because it would certainly help us clean up some of this border gore. Like Treviso, like... Come on, Treviso. You should be one of ours at this point. Although we're never going to be contiguous until we deal with Austria. Because of this little guy, Trieste. Trieste? I don't know, man. Again, you didn't come here to learn how to pronounce things. If you did, this is the wrong channel. Sorry to tell you that. But now we can start repaying some loans. Hooray! We're making positive money temporarily. What's our interest payment down to? 13? Still too much, but we're getting there. And of course, admin problems are going to make our army more expensive to maintain, so... It's just how it is. We should probably... I don't really want to raise autonomy in Karasi because it'll go up. It's a decent number. It's only at 46. So we're going to just try and hope this one just cooperates. We'll see. Speaking of cooperating, is now the time to go into a golden era? It's 1596. And if we did, it would help us catch up on our techs that we are hopelessly behind on. And it would help us with our money situation. So I think this might be a good time to do this. Yeah, our neighbours there just got bopped, as you can see. We could declare straight on them if we really wanted to. We could do it as Holy War. We could get some good money out of them if we wanted to. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we shall. Let's dial everything back up. We're only losing 3 gold now, which is not too bad. Let's start moving them vaguely in this area. This time we will invite our allies, but we'll get the first shot. So that'll help us with our war contribution. Speaking of... Koikunlu had to sell a province to make this work, so they must be horribly in debt as well, are they? How convenient! That's... For us, anyway. Yeah, if they're in debt, that's going to make life much easier, because they're not going to fight as aggressively. Oh, speaking of things hanging around, you guys can all clump together. I don't want you to pirate right now. I'm just going to make you one giant naval clump. And I am going to bring you over here and block them in. Are we over on our naval limit? Nope, we're good. We have plenty of room, actually. Cool. Cool. Turn the speed back down. We are now in, what, June? And we need... Wow, our air support is terrible. Minus 0.1%. How is it that bad? I don't know, but that is comically terrible. So we can bring him back with no consequence. Okay. Who are you allied with? Tiny nation, one province minor. Okay, no consequences there. Would we rather bring in Poland, or would we rather bring in Austria? Austria has slightly more troops. I mean, we could bring in both if we really felt so inclined. I don't see any Austrian troops super near us. Lithuania's got no morale. How many favours do we have with each of you? Yeah, we'll bring Austria in. Holy War. Cool. Alright. So there's going to be naval conflict immediately. Where do you have forts? Are they all mountains? No, that's highlands. This is dry lands. So do that. You can try and do the naval bop game, where we're going to try and sit where we think their navy is going to be. We've got a free ship, so that was cool. There's their army. We're going to kind of ignore it for a minute and let Austria tackle it. 3 more ships. Nice. Where are you going to flee with your navy? Okay, well, we will wander over there in a minute. Let's see if we can get them to get bopped. Here's Hungary to come with the, yeah, deal with that stack. That's fine. Okay, come over here, please, because I want our navy to whack their navy while we can. That said, this one transport can come over here. This one war galley can come back as a trade. Having transports in our combat is not worth it. Oh, we can get level 13 Diplotech. Gives us a new type of transport ship. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Not helpful right now. Yeah, of all the things that we wanted to improve for our ships, that's not one of them. That's okay. They don't have any coastal forts, right? Yeah, because the Caspian Sea doesn't technically count as a water location, which is really strange. You can't cross it with either foot soldiers or ships. It's weird. It's just like a... Essentially, it's like a wasteland in this game, is how this functions. Anyway, their remainder of their navy is about to get fiercely wrecked. And now they have none. Combine this, take the one little caravel, and you're going to go to Ragusa. Why not? And then our remaining 46 dudes can go heal up, because you did your job excellently. And our general died, but not the one doing the siege, so that's fine. And he's not a very good replacement. Speaking of things that are fine, for whatever reason they decided to leave all of their army components down south. Again, I'm fine with this, because it's giving us a chance to siege Aleppo for free, but it's a bit of a weird decision. Yeah, very strange. I don't think that's the right tactic, put it that way. But we have to siege out a lot of rubbish locations. Oh, hang on. Hang on. The military's divided. Oh, because our leader is a bold fighter, we can have the siege ability last for longer. Cool. You love to see it. Aleppo has been sieged. Do we think Austria's going to have this covered? I'm going to head down there just as a precaution. Oh, no, they're fine. Let's go siege stuff instead, then. We could have gone for Diyarbakir, but apparently we decided to go for the furthest away ones for some reason. The Ottomans are no longer in a peace truce with us, so we could attack them whenever we want. That's not for right now. I guess you can backtrack. You can go to that province that I said we should have gone to but didn't. Nice. Nice. Already at 37% war score, and this is one-way traffic. Oh, Dongola's already been sieged. Yeah, I'll take money from you separately. You better believe we will. That's fine with me. Cool. I'm sure you're going to give me pocket change, but it's better than nothing. We're stealing these kid nations' pocket money. I think that might be a little overkill, Hungary, you think? You know, like a 6-to-1 stack. Oh, we took out a loan after all that, too. We're probably losing money because we're having to recruit so many troops because of all the sieging we're doing simultaneously. Oh, sorry, Austrian stack, you just got wrecked. Our stack might get wrecked here. They are combining all of their troops again. Don't repay the loan, extend it for now. Where are they planning on going? Are they coming down to us? Oh no, I think this... Yeah, I think this stack's in trouble. Allow attach, please. Oh no, they're not coming straight for us. Where are they going? What are they doing? Who are you guys? Are you trying to de-siege this one first? That's not the right decision. I thought that said ham at first. I thought it just said we sieged ham. That would be very tasty, but no. This is all mountain. Yeah, no, I'm good to not go into conflict with any of those. Maybe we'll try and get the one province minor to peace out separately. Are you allowed to? Yeah, you're not a vassal. So we should be allowed to do that. Yeah, man. Oh, we can get another tech. Oh, admin tech too. Sweet. So we're now not going to get the unbalanced research penalty. So our corruption should go back down again now. Yeah, we're still at nearly 8. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Now, in terms... I guess we have to think about it now. What do we want at the end of this? So we definitely want this province here. This province of Isel. And I want these two, Aleppo and Hama. I guess we should take these two as well. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces, in theory. What war score would that take? Because I don't want to take too much land. We don't have any admin points. So we could do this. And we can't get enough money yet, so we're going to wait. I just saw something scary. Give me a second. The nation of Poland is requesting that you come to their aid in the Polish conquest against Russia. Why on earth would you pick to attack Russia now? Then they have 55,000 troops. That's not that scary. I'm going to accept, and then I'm going to put a cut in this video, I think, because we're going to have to help them, because I don't want them to get crushed. But I also don't want them to take all the land in the world, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Not sure I can really stop them. But we'll see. Again, if you did enjoy the video, please do let me know and do some algorithm-friendly things. It would be most appreciated. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.